Hi, we are 3 months into 2026 and the Sanctuary of Hecate Brimo has not been busier. Today, I'm going to talk about what we've accomplished so far this year, show you where your donations have gone, and what our roadmap looks like for the rest of the year. If you've ever wondered about what compassion in action looks like, this is what it is. So stay tuned while we discuss that. Welcome back to By Her Fires. I'm Reverend Sosanna Olson. Today is a bit different. I want to give sort of like a Q1 update. As always, my notes are down here on my screen, so you'll see me looking away. Again, being neurodivergent, it just helps me kind of keep things on track and make sure that we're talking about all the things that I want to cover in the video. All right, so let's get started. The first thing I want to talk about is the Blessing Box of Goldsboro. So far, we have been able to keep up and keep stock that Blessing Box of Goldsboro through some of the coldest month of the year. In this area, January, February, March, those are the very coldest times of the year here. And we've been able to keep up, even though we've seen a significant increase in the box. Just this weekend, when we went and did the March drop off, I was actually greeted by some of our local citizens who expressed so much thanks for what we were doing in the area. If you didn't get a chance to see that update video, I do have it available on YouTube, and I did push it live on Facebook. We did run into a few problems, however. When we got to the box, there's a locking mechanism that was broken. Someone had punched through the center portion of the frame, so Eli went and got some tools and repaired that portion. And then the hinge itself had been ripped off, so we had to reattach the door. As many of you are aware, or for our fundraiser drive last year, we purchased this brand new box. It's a plastic all-weather box that we were hoping would last a lot longer than the wooden boxes were. And it had been doing so up until this weekend. We noticed that, again, that hinge was ripped off and the glass had been punched through. So we did take some time and make those necessary repairs, as well as restocking that box. Now, your donations are what make us able to do that. We take donations, either cash donations directly through PayPal, or you can buy something on our website. I have ebooks. Basically, they're just essays that I've written about various topics, specifically around Hecate, most frequently, as well as I do readings. I do oracle readings with my oracle cards. I do photo readings, and all of those things, all of those monies collected go directly to filling that box. So some of the things that you can pick up on the website is I have these little handmade goddesses. These are like a $25 donation, and we'll just ship these out to you. Each one is unique. And each one will be slightly different. They're made from polymer clay. Some of them have little marbles in them or stones. And I just send you the one that calls to me when I see your donation. We also have these little hecatons. So if I lift that up, I'm not sure if you're going to be able to have the camera focus on it, but it is a little triformis that is in this nifty little metal case that you can carry with you for travel. I also have a smaller version. So let me show you this one really quick. This one, it twists off just like the other one. And then this one inside is even smaller. So it is a tiny little version. So both of these, as well as the little figures, are available on my website, along with those ebooks that you can download. And that's at hecatebrimo.org. So what else is going on, right? So the transition of the sanctuary, as many of you are aware, I started on Wix as the platform for the Sanctuary of Hecate Brimo. And over the past few years, I've noticed some changes in the parent company, or the company that owns and operates Wix. And since they are involved in what I feel is unethical practices, I have decided to move out of their site It is probably 98% complete right now. I have a few of my essays that I still need to bring over, but right now you can find my affirmation books. You can find all the virtues books are there now, as well as the ritual library that's available for free, and ways to make donations are all available right on the new website. I just redirected the URL, so you don't need to remember any new address. It's still hecatebrimo.org. It just looks very differently than what we had seen previously on the Wix site. Due to this change, I did have to retire my classes. I did have some programs that were available on Wix. They had a very strong teaching platform. This new site that I have does not offer that, but I felt that the sacrifice was worth it, simply to stay within that ethical boundary that I want to stay in when doing my right action and right living. Um, I also want to mention that I'm actually trying to focus more on my key bearer role this year with the Covenant of Hecate. As many of you may be aware, I manage the social media department as well as the website for Hecate, the Covenant of Hecate. I take care of updating their website. I take care of adding new information, as well as managing the group forums and so forth. So what I plan on doing is focusing more around that key bearer role. That key bearer role is to open the gates or provide more information. Now, my direct uh, role as a key bearer is the scribe. And then that scribe role, I am recording the information of the Covenant of Hecate, sharing that information with others. So I plan to be focusing a lot on creating more video materials around the Covenant of Hecate specifically, including the five virtues, maybe doing more sanctuary updates, and encouraging my fellow key bearers to do the same thing at the Covenant of Hecate. If you're interested in learning more about the Covenant of Hecate, you can go to hecatecovenant.com and you'll be able to find a section called roles, and you'll see the torchbearers, the key bearers, the devotees, all the information will be listed on that website. Just last week, I introduced my new Crossroads layout, and that is for the Crossroads Oracle deck. That's available in the Sanctuary group on Facebook. If you have trouble finding it, you can always go to hecatebrimo.com. Right, .com will take you directly to our Facebook group, and there you'll be able to see my regular readings. You'll be able to interact with other members of the Sanctuary of Hecate Brimo and provide your feedback on what you think we should be working on for the upcoming year. All members are welcome. It is a public group, so whether you're a official member of the Covenant or if you're just someone who's interested in learning, everyone is welcome. So please come and join us there. So let me just check my notes here. I think the last thing I want to cover is a call to action, right? What can you do? I've already mentioned the different ways that you can go to the website and purchase something or donate physically to my sanctuary. But you can also start something like this in your area. Locate a place that requires need. Where does Hecate need that light shined? Where is she going to hold those torches up to reveal the need that's in your area? Maybe it's houselessness. Maybe it's food insecurity. Maybe it's animal welfare. Maybe it's senior citizens. Find something in your area that you can focus on to give back to. If you're not a person who feels as though you're ready to take that step in order to be more physically involved, make a donation to a local charity. You can certainly donate to my organization. I'll be happy to either list your name out and call you out specifically if you'd like me to do so. But typically I don't do that just because there are so many people who are still in the broom closet. But certainly, I'm happy to do that support for you and show you how your work, how your devotion can become action. So that's our update for today. I'm not going to do a reading today because this is more of just a sanctuary update. If you'd like to see a specific card reading, or if you think maybe I should do readings around specific holidays or what have you, maybe a day of the week, just let me know and I'll be happy to do that pull for you. We have had a wonderful year this year. It is coming so far. It has been really profitable for those in our areas that need that. And just hearing someone physically say, "Thank you so much for doing this. Sometimes I can't feed my family, and your box helps me do that," is really, that's what we live for, right? That's the goal that we want to feel. We want to be able to provide that for everyone. If you have questions or concerns, leave them in the comments. Continue to reach out to me directly. I love hearing from you. Continue to give me that feedback. Have a glorious day, and we'll talk again soon.